Oh, you dickheads. Cool, groovy. So we're all geared up for combat, and we're going to be doing lots of exploring and talking. Oh, who's this? Sam. Hello, Mr. Robot, sir. No response from the automechanical unit. A serial number etched in its chassis includes the letters Sam. Alone, I guess? Yeah. Salmon is not a petunia. Petunia the plant. Wink. Wink. Modern steel wrench and U. Okay. Pavati's quarters. Banged up toolbox full of modified tools with unique mechanical usages. Digging around in here would be an easy way to lose a finger to a sawtooth blade. Yeah. First wrench Dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since. Yep. How's the game? Room. Ah, Max. Decks of banned literature. OSI ointment vial. Smells suspiciously like iceberg. Yeah.
As always, I am at your disposal.
Hmm.
Something vexing you, Captain?
Nope.
Nothing too out of the
Ah,
ordinary.
wrong button.
Just
This ammo. Taking his ammo, dude. I need it. Trading cards. Crossbow book. Crossbow. Alright, we need to make a move. Do something interesting. That. Old saber. What doesn't kill you? Tetanus. And that's the bathroom. Ready? Oops, don't. Yeah, that hurt. Stairs and ladders are so slow. Go do something. Go! Okay. Welcome to the system map. Here you can see all the planets, as well as some special points of interest. You can fly your ship to any location you've unlocked. Some landing bays will require special keys. Of course they will. That would do free otherwise, wouldn't it? Alright, we can acquire some weapons from the void. One from the Groundbreaker, the other one from Finis' lab. Companion quest. And a non-operational sanitation and maintenance automechanical in the library. If you want to get it up and running, you prove useful. Ask Ada about Sam. Alright, let's do that. I want the robot.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Know anything about the automechanical gathering dust in the closet?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
I was poking around that already. Okie dokie. So I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Talk later. Oh, level up. Alright. We need more techie, talkie, and lockpicky. What do we... I want to up my science to 40 so that tinkering costs less. Tinkering is how we upgrade our weapons from time to time, but it costs money, and the more times you tinker, the more money it costs. And it grows very, very quick. Fly. Yes. Perks. Okay. You want a faster walk speed or a faster sprint speed? Probably sprint. Or more XP from companion kill. Good too. I do like leveling up stuff. That because we are going to be companions. When Vicar Max needs I Max. Haven't geared him up at all. Well, I want to get that Max. I want to use Max. Sorry, I want to use Sam instead of Max. Alright, let's go to the terminal. Terminal. Search term, Sam. First Sam result. Do not forget, you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance automechanical in Emerald Vale's scrap heap during your last job. It should be not too difficult to get it up and running. The few key modifications envision a combat-capable variant. I might say a clean, mean killing machine. Should be fun, alright. Second entry, removal of factory standard part suds stepper was successful. Delivery of combat modified replacement part acid steeper has been delayed. Progress setback estimated now to be a solid 3 months. Oh, okay. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to. Ah, but I do. Third result. Giving up hope on the delivery. The part is now lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. But, good news. I heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker, who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of an acid steeper. I can, filch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick up following this pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. Ooh, Haline reckons Pavo could fix him. Yep, probably, but I'm guessing we need the parts. Because we can't make it too easy now, can we? Alright, let's go get some Roseway. Go to Roseway. How do we go to Roseway? And I don't know where Roseway is. Well, for now, I guess go with Vicar. Which quest do we get? Vicar Max's silly book, I guess. Groundbreaker. Go. Groundbreaker docking bay.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Ports Meow says Skylar. Maybe that's where we need to go. I'm not sure. Now, let's team up with Max for now. Let's get him his silly book.
Can we talk?
Okay. Let's talk.
Hey, Captain.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
Hey, she can't be that good. That place is a dump.
If I had to fix a station this big, I'd be spending all my time trying to figure out what needs doing now and what can wait. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure. We can head over to engineering now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Nope. Break time's over. How do we set our part? Oh, let's go introduce her to her little engineering secret crush. Used to. Let's go. I will do it for her, Manly May. I will get her meatage and lessons. Right. We should double check my matches. Yeah. Sneak on hand. Dude. Okay. Alright. Hello, Miss Jane.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure.
Okay, well.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered.
Save. There we go.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
Yeah, Felix.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Hey, what did you do, Felix?
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Noticed you were in the middle of an argument earlier.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
Oh, I'd like to hear your side. What happened, man?
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And that's when you decided to resolve your differences like an adult, right?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
So, have you got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Yes, it's me. You ask.
Oh, just musing is all. Must be nice having the run of the colony. Never being anchored to one place, always chasing some horizon. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
Never caught your name. My name is Shade.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Be around, Felix.
See you around, boss. Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Theodore.
It's always fucking freezing in the bays.
Ha. Is this the lawless planet? I don't know. No, this is the big ass, probably heavily lawful space station. Governed by these guys.
Move along.
He will join us. Felix will join.
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Oh, yes. Dude, shut the... Oh, out. I want to steal these. Steal a few. Ah. Oh, you dickheads. The door's shut. So I can steal all the loots. Now let's go. Never heard that term. That. Too many people watching. Too many people watching. Customs.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
I want you to inspect my...
Identification, please.
My name's Shade. It's my first time here.
You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day.
Ugh.
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
Right. So how do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Any idea why it was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Okay, well... Go talk to him and straighten it out, I guess.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
What is it?
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay. Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
What's her shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Well, what can you tell me about this Udom dude?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Alright, so there's tension between Groundbreaker and the board?
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony.
Okay.
All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top and manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Oh, I do like someone who can give some grief back to these corporations. Alright, why can't the Groundbreaker? No, I'm glad it terrifies them. The bastards keep pushing them.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
The board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Alright. Thanks for the info.
Sure thing.
Right, well, I'm also looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go.
Fence?
On your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Hey, I'm looking for a drink. Any recommendations?
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Cool. Alright, got it.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
Can I find a job around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board, that is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Okay, well, I'm looking for something a little more local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not
Yeah.
regular folks.
That's
She'll
fine.
be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird.
Yeah.
In a good way.
All right, and how about something long-term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time.
Okay.
Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
Nepotism, yep. Okay. What do you know about Sublight Salvage?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Yeah, well, you know we're going to go talk to them. How does Halcyon Holdings work anyway?
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm new around.
You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board.
So there's actually a boardroom somewhere with all these company heads in it?
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Right, how's Groundbreaker fit into it?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
Okay, sister ship to the Hope. That's where I was. All right, the board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Okay, got it.
Glad to help.
Well, I didn't think there were many independent operators in the system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
That's all I needed to know about work.
All right.
That was a lot of talking. See you
Good
around.
seeing you.
Cool, groovy. So we're all geared up for combat, and we're going to be doing lots of exploring and talking. All right. Oh. Quest objective requires you enter a restricted area. If caught inside, you'll be shot on sight. Using a disguise will prevent immediate hostility.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
What are you up to, Vicar Man? Yeah, I want to find out these things. I want to find out who needs killing. Oh,
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before.
yeah.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Okay, well, I could use some work. Have you got any pointers?
Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an office on the far end of the promenade deck. Anything else I can help you with, mister?
Who's Chief Tennyson?
Chief Junlei Tennyson. She runs the ship. Does a real great job of it, too. Her family's worked on it for, since it was built, I think. Back before the crossing.
What's she like? Is she a good boss?
Good as she can be, I guess. What with all the troubles Groundbreaker's facing. She could stand to lighten up, I suppose. But she tries her best to do right by folks, and that's what matters.
Or why do you want to know that, Pavati?
No reason. Don't you trouble yourself over it, Captain.
That was very convincing, miss. I think the captain almost bought it.
Yeah, almost. Well, leading a ship the size of the Groundbreaker must be a challenge.
Sure is, but she makes it look easy. She's real competent, our chief, even if she ain't real friendly.
Alright, what can you tell me about Sublight Salvage?
They're run by Miss Hagen. Half the tramp captains and contractors in the system have worked for her. I ought to warn you straight off. Scuttlebutt says some of the jobs they do aren't exactly above board. Downright anti-business, if you catch my meaning.
Okay, it's interesting. But I'll need you to explain that.
Let's say there's been times when I heard somebody needed a thing, and somebody else had such a thing, but they weren't inclined to sell. Now let's say the one who had the thing suddenly found theirs missing, and the one who needed got one. If anyone asks, Sublight says it got salvaged from an old wreck. Case closed.
Yes, I see. So they're criminals, but they have an office on your promenade deck.
If anybody could prove them criminals, the board would have put their foot down a long time past. They always got, what do they call it? Deniability? Something gets nicked or someone turns up dead, Sublight says, hey, independent contractor, not our responsibility. But everyone knows what they're doing, top to bottom.
So they're working against the Halcyon board?
Against is a strong word.
Okay.
Let's say that if you need something the board ain't inclined to sell, you might look to Sublight to get it. You might pay Sublight a shitload of bits for it, but that money gets passed on to their contractors, so in the end, it's still business.
You must admit, there is a beauty to the order of it. Everything operates within the constraints of the grand plan, even organized crime.
Dude.
People do what they gotta to get by.
Alright, that's enough.
Oh, sure, sorry. Gets a mite boring at this desk, you know. Then I get to chatting too much and Commandant Sonia's gotta reprimand me again and... Oops, doing it again. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Captain's real understanding.
Can't speak for the captain, but I'm used to listening to folks drone on about their pointless, depressing lives.
Oh, be nice.
Awful generous of you, listening to me like this.
Okay, well, what do you do here?
This is the security desk, sir. If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to talk to Commandant Sonita. I'm not authorized to take incident reports anymore.
Anymore? Why can't you take incident reports?
I'm not so good at filing. Mix up first name and surname 1, 2, 7 times. Well, folks are liable to start taking your filing privileges away.
Oh no, not the filings. But you've got I bet you've seized contraband from all over the system locked up back here.
Sure, and stuff from outside the system too, off the interstellar freighters. That's why we also have so many armed Mardettes on duty here.
What if some of that contraband's mine and I'm here to claim it?
That'd be awful weird. On account of you should be locked up back here too then.
Back to my other questions.
All right.
And Pavati has somehow teleported through the door. You... Oh, I can just...
I picked up the signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Yeah.
Who told you that? Graham?
Thought this guy's glasses were embedded in his head for a second. Just skin-toned goggles. Probably a good time to pause here. We shall continue another day in another episode. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Tell your mum I said hi.